everybody, it's Elisa with Bella Cucina, and I'm back in the kitchen. And today I'm going to be putting together something really super simple, which is really the way I love to cook and eat. And many of you know, if you've been watching my videos, that I love to use seasonal ingredients and I love to improvise with whatever is on hand. And you also know that I love for everything to be presented beautifully, because I think it's not only just what you eat, it's also how you eat that enhances your everyday. So today I'm super excited because I have some new boards that I'm going to be working with today. These are the Dutch cutting boards from etúHOME, and they're so cute. They have all kinds of boards, and these are brand new. They're mini boards inspired by small kitchens, and I love to use them for chopping and also for making little dishes, plating. Instead of using like a big cutting board for presentations, you can have little small bites, or even if it's just you, or if you're eating with somebody else, just a nice way to make a presentation without a lot of fuss. So today I'm going to be using, they come in 3 sizes, and I'm going to be using 2 of these. I'm going to be using this nice little curved one for the presentation, and I think I'll use this bigger one for a little chopping block. So what I'm going to make today is a simple, refreshing summer side dish. And then I'm going to show you how to transform that side dish or little antipasti appetizer into a bigger plate for antipasti, crudité. Most of you have heard of the cheese and meat boards. Well, sometimes you want something a little bit more refreshing. So I like to do something with vegetables from time to time. So this recipe uses Greek yogurt, which is a nice, very thick yogurt, so it gives a lot of texture and consistency, and it has a lot of flavor as well. I really like the sourness of it. And then I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons of our mint and pistachio pesto. It's one of my favorite summer flavors. And just going to add, I've got about a half a cup of yogurt, and I'm going to just add about 1 heaping tablespoon of the mint and pistachio pesto. And I wish you could smell this. The aroma of the mint just smells so good. It's like the fresh mint from my garden. And it's got a little bit of citrus, some of the citrus peel where all the essential oils are. So it's just got all that nice, bright flavor to it. So I'm just gonna mix that up with the yogurt just until it's nice and well blended. Gives it a really nice green color, adds a lot of flavor. And then this is going to be the centerpiece of our board. So this is what we're going to start. I always like to start with kind of the item that's the biggest, and that is the centerpiece. So I'm just going to put this, since we're using a small board here, and this is just a small presentation, I've got just a little dish. So I'm just going to spoon this into a little dish. And also I like to use a bowl and then transfer it, so you can make a mess in this bowl and then make your beautiful presentation in another bowl. So I'm just going to set that aside, and then we'll just add a little bit of fresh mint from the garden and put it in as a little garnish. So one of my favorite flavors for summer is fresh cucumbers. I mean, fresh, I can eat these all day long. So good, super healthy. And so I'm just going to slice up some of these cucumbers. And you've got different size cucumbers. You can even leave a little bit of the cucumber whole, so you can kind of see, everybody knows what they're eating, or you know what you're eating, and you can cut slices as you go. I've even got these little pickling cucumbers that are so cute, smaller size. So we'll put some of those on and just give it a little different texture. And then I like to flavor the cucumbers. We want to draw out so much flavor with it, with wild oregano and sage salt. Bella Cucina wild oregano and sage salt. This is probably our most popular flavor. I'm just going to take some of that, and I've got another little dish here, and I'm just going to put some of that salt in here. And you can either dip the cucumber in the salt, or you can take a little bit and just sprinkle it on the cucumber. And already it just looks gorgeous. I'm gonna put another little piece of mint on there just to give it, or you can do a little, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little bit of bay leaves. Got a little bay leaf. So really just anything green from the garden. And really, I love it. I love to see the board. Sometimes it looks beautiful to fill up the board, and sometimes it looks beautiful just to present the board as is. So this would be gorgeous just as it is. A little bite, a little refreshing bite before dinner, or a snack with a crisp glass of wine, or as a great side dish. The yogurt with the cucumbers and the salt. You can serve it with some fish. So I might even take one of these boards and put some fillets of salmon on there and serve it together at the table. It makes a gorgeous presentation. But today we're just going to continue with the vegetable theme, and I'm just going to add a few more veg to this so that it becomes a little bit more abundant. So I've got some carrots. Just love these little farmer's market carrots, and they're all different sizes and shapes and rough hewn, and I've got this beautiful yellow one. So I'm just going to cut them in half or quarters depending on the size and just put them on the board. You can really use whatever is in season at the farmer's market or whatever you love. So these are just ingredients that I had on hand that I got at the farmer's market this weekend. Also got some gorgeous sugar snap peas, and I would just leave the stem on because then you can pick it up and just dip it in the yogurt pistachio dipping sauce, and then just have some little plates where they can leave the stem. So I'm just going to mound these off to the side here. I think I'll put these a little bit back. And then I've got these adorable little turnips. They're Hackeri turnips. I just love these. And I'm going to keep a few whole. You can take the little stem off of them so you can dip it a little easier. And then I like to leave part of the green stem on. It's edible, but it's also beautiful to look at. Adds a lovely little color presentation. So I've got some whole, and then I'm just going to cut some in half so that it's easier to dip. You want to keep maybe the smaller ones whole, and some of the larger ones you can cut in half. And if you can't find a Hackeri and just have the big turnips, you can cut those into slices or quarters, whatever works for you. So now we've got this beautiful presentation. I've also got some endive. You can put some endive in there. And just pull the leaves away, and we'll put these kind of and tuck them in the back there. Just push this forward. So you can use a little green endive or the purple endive, which I love. So now you've got this gorgeous, super simple, very fresh, light little antipasti platter of vegetables on your adorable Dutch cutting boards from etúHOME, and make a gorgeous platter for you. So I hope you've enjoyed. So now you've got this gorgeous presentation on this sweet little Dutch cutting board.